yo, it would be hard on the economy. What about all these things that could possibly make da-da-da-da-da? Cool. Your job is to figure it out so that it doesn't do that. Like, that's what you guys are getting paid millions and hundreds of thousands inside the government for. Like, you're not getting paid to tell me that it's hard for y'all to do. And you're not getting paid to tell me that it will be a difficult transition or something like that. You're getting paid to make it happen, nigga. Like, you're not there to not make it happen. Low key. All right, chat, let's go meet for meat in chat, bro. Hey, boy, whoa, why are you talking to me like that? Welcome back to the live channel, man. Today is gonna be me, it's gonna be chat, and we'll be reacting to a video from the one, the only, the homie, 4D Shams. The biggest lie sold to Gen Z. The biggest lie sold to Gen Z is college. Ooh, come on, let's talk about it. Hot take off the brain. Biggest lie was told that if you went to school and got a job that you'll be straight. Y'all are not straight. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all be broke. I ain't gonna cut.
You work hard, get good grades, go to college.
I want to go to college.
I got good grades. I overachieved.
That's right, she did.
Oh! Is that actually what the video's about? Oh! No, chat. No, I'm on a streak. No, I'm on a streak. I'm on a streak. I'm on a streak. I'm on a streak, chat. That's actually crazy, bro. Real, I'm in college and I'm struggling, bro. Hey, bro, just drop out, twin. Actually, don't listen to me. But yeah, that's crazy.
Debt is...
Good grades. I overachieved.
That's right, she did.
Debt is good?
Debt is so good.
So much debt.
I can totally save up and buy a house and start a family.
I want a family.
Oh.
Starting a family means you need 2 or 3 jobs.
You can't afford to buy.
Oh.
You can't afford to rent.
Used cars cost as much as the new ones.
Oh.
Gen Z, the entitled, oversensitive, don't want to work TikTok generation.
Right.
Everywhere you turn, there's always someone bashing us. But what if I told you we might just be the best generation? You see, every generation faces challenges. Whether it's the boomers, Gen X, the millennials, each era came with its own issues. But see, a lot of the issues that Gen Z is dealing with have never been seen before. We were born smack dab in the middle of a digital revolution. We saw the transition from those huge box-like TVs with the antennas to flat screen TVs. People went from using these huge phones that look like 2-ton bricks to using these small phones that can fit in your pockets. But all that aside, we grew up with easy access to the internet. And see, that's a gift and a curse. Because yes, we might have access to almost unlimited information at the tip of our fingers, but none of us can relate to the phrase ignorance is bliss. Whether it's climate change, air pollution, food scarcity, war.
Nah, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I be ignorant as fuck. Yo, let me read it. I am a content creator and was destined to be one. Just like you said, I am bad at math. And to Yo-Yo, I can't spell for shit, but I can be funny. And I make connections with people like you and Cloud and Yo-Yo and Sella and everyone else I edited for. I am set up for the future. Oh, you for sure are, bro. Keep going, bro. No cap, bro. That was actually beautiful, bro. I believe in you, Upbeat. No cap, bro. Keep chasing it, bro. People don't work that hard no more, bro. So your spot is almost guaranteed, twin. Basically guaranteed. But I'm not gonna lie. Ignorance is bliss, and I be following that joint every single day, bro. I'll tell people all the time, there is very, very, very little things that I care about. And I say care about in the sense of like, people will say they care about things very loosely. Very loosely. Niggas will say they'll care about something, and they'll never actually actively do something for that thing that they say they care about. So because of that, I be saying I don't care about most things. Like, quite literally 99.8% of the things that exist on this world I don't care about. I'm not gonna lie. So because of that, my ignorance is probably as bliss as it gets. I'm not gonna cap. That's just me though.
In conflict, poverty, it's all plastered in our face. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but I would definitely make the argument that it's the reason why we're all so stressed out. Why some of us look like we're in our 30s even though we're in our teens and early 20s.
I'm 25. I'm not even gonna pretend like I look like what a 25-year-old should look like.
No, he doesn't.
We live in a time nowadays where millennials look way younger for their age, while Gen...
How old do I look, chat? Here's the build. Here's the build. Talk to me, talk to me, talk to me, talk to me. Okay, 23, 45, 22, okay. 30. Take it or leave it. My type of guy. Appreciate it. Mid-20s, 25, 26, 56, acting like he's young. I'm 24. Stanley, what time do you stream? Close to the night. I ain't gonna lie, like 9, 10-ish is when I start stream. I'm not gonna lie. Wait, how old are you? I'm 24. Me and Yo-Yo are the same age.
See, looks away.
But like Yo-Yo's like 24? I'm like 24. That's the difference though. I ain't gonna lie. Like Yo-Yo 24 by like Yeah, I mean, I'm 24. I ain't gonna.
Older for their age. If you don't believe me, I'm Gen Z. Get closer. I am Gen Z and nobody ever believes me. When my mom and I walk out in public, people think that my mom is my younger sister. Right. When I tell people, oh, I'm going to go hang out with my family, they think I'm talking about my children.
I'm 2 months older than you. 2 decades, twin. Love you too, bro.
Have kids, right? I'm talking about my parents. I'm still the child. Does that make sense?
And outside of dealing with the digital revolution, we have to deal with a sinking economy. You see, the American dream isn't what it used to be. It's more like the American nightmare now. You see, back in the day, boomers grew up in a post-war economy where a stable job could afford you a house and a pension. You have a 40-hour work week, you work for a couple of decades, and by the time you retire, you should be set. Gen X, on the other hand, had to deal with the change in workforce and the rise of technology. Millennials were the first to feel the full force of student debt and economic crashes. But see, Gen Z, we're growing up in a world where stability is a myth. I mean, people are working multiple jobs just to get by. Work wages are getting higher, but so is inflation, so it feels like we're not even making a dent. It feels like we're literally in a constant chase for stability. The idea of owning property or anything for that matter is just wishful thinking. I genuinely believe that if nothing changes,
wishful thinking for who, nigga? Not me. Yeah. You mean what I'm saying? Like, wishful thinking for who? That's all I'm saying. Not big bird. Not when I touch this M, nigga. It's not wishful thinking, bro. Get your money or not, not your fun or not, nigga. Broke ass, nigga. You know what I'm saying, bro? I'ma get to it. I ain't gonna lie.
Vast majority of Gen Z is going to be making payments for the rest of their life. And just to give you guys some perspective on how bad it really is, look at the prices of these rooms. Yes, I said rooms because I wouldn't dare call these apartments.
The apartment comes with a microwave, sink, vanity, and a mini fridge. Here's your walk-in closet.
That's actually dead a closet.
Complete with your very own sleeping loft.
Ari, I'm gonna make you mod.
The shared bathroom is just right down the hall. And this place is on the market for $1,400 per month.
This has to be the tiniest apartment in Manhattan. This is insane, guys. The bathroom is actually in the hallway, so you have to make your way out of the unit.
Imagine paying for somewhere and your bathroom isn't in your home.
This is
Am I in college,
this
nigga?
Is crazy, but it's also the cheapest apartment. So for $1,200 a month, you can live in what's basically a bedroom.
Maury, appreciate the follow. Bacon, appreciate the follow.
To share a bathroom with the rest of the building is insane. And there's more.
Welcome to my 95 square foot New York City apartment. All the way in the back, I have my twin.
I'm not gonna lie. Is it wrong that I'm kind of jacking this? Now, I wouldn't live there. I would be lying to you if I said I would live there. I absolutely would not. But it's kind of comfy, cozy on some, like, I did what I had to get to New York and I made the best out of a rough situation. You feel what I'm saying?
Welcome to my 95 square foot New York City.
Like, this is kind of calm. Yeah, a cozy space, for real.
My twin size bed, which is small, but it fits me. And my little table on the side, which fits 2 people seated at comfortably.
Okay.
I dead can't fit on the twin size bed though. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I wouldn't be able to. For instance, bro, like, keep how long I am. Pause. Like that's not fitting on the twin size, bro. Like that is, bro. I got a queen right now, and I dead have to sleep diagonal if I got a pillow under my head, bro. It's bad.
Hey, I understand being grateful. Having a roof over your head is always a blessing, but the amount of coping going on in this video is insane.
Let me show you what $7,000 a month gets you in New York City. Unfortunately, my building raised our rent, so we have to move. So this is the entire living space. This is the kitchen, which honestly cannot complain. It is gorgeous, although it is very small, but the finishes are amazing, especially for New York. It is a modern, clean, nice apartment, but this is it.
7,000? Honestly, at this point, I just gotta blame her, because there's no way there's no better options for 7,000. And if there aren't, you gotta move states or move out the country or something. I don't know.
New data claims rent in New York City is too high for 2/3 of Gen Zers. Research from the real estate site Street Easy found 65.6% of renters ages 18 to 25 spend more than 30% of their income on housing costs.
And you know what the crazy part is? The older generation is always giving us crap about being too lazy, not wanting to work, even though we have to deal with this shitty economy that they created. Like, what do you mean I have to work a full-time job, probably work 2 other—
Wait, you're not 6'5" or 6'4"? He said 6'7". I just big drove on the highway. That doo-doo-doo. Okay, I'm sorry.
Their side jobs and probably have a side hustle just to get by. Capitalism is literally out here violating us. And I know someone's gonna come in the comments and say, oh, go to school, get a better job. But do you know how unaffordable college is? Do you know how many college graduates are drowning in debt? And here's the kicker. The job market isn't too hot either, regardless of what degree you have, whether it's STEM or not. So many companies are hiring internally that you gotta know someone on the inside just to get a job. I mean, just look at some of the things that Gen Z kids are going through.
I cannot stand how the news has been dogging Gen Z and calling them lazy for not wanting to work a 9-to-5 for the rest of their lives.
Nah, I'm not gonna lie. The only thing that's lazy is those bangs. Look, bro, I'm just saying, bro, I respect a good bang, right? But I don't like bangs for the most part, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. And these right here, this is a tough one to pull off. Now, mind you, she just probably got off a shift. She does have her Walmart jacket off, like on. You feel what I'm saying? So I get after the shift, it might look a little rough. But if you're going clubbing all night or something like that, or you around a dude for the day or something, this is how your bangs are gonna turn out. And we have to address that. That is not good bangage right there. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Anyways, though.
Let me put it in perspective for everybody who's a little confused here, okay? I work 5 days out of the week, 40 hours a week, okay? I do not make enough to live on my own. I would not make enough to pay rent, water, electric, and eat.
Which is horrible.
All by myself.
Right.
I would not be capable of doing that. 20 years ago when you were getting started, you could live on your own. 20 years ago when you first started, you were able to do everything that I am now struggling to do.
Now, I want you to imagine working a 40.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. If you're doing anything that touches 40 hours of your lifespan, it should be able to cover you when you go home. I'm not gonna lie. Like any position that's hiring you within the confines of an American space, because that's where you're living, should be able to cover your like minimal living expenses. Like if I go to the cheapest Zillow apartment and the cheapest groceries and whatever, it should at the bare minimum be able to make me survive. You feel what I'm saying? Because I think that is crazy. I ain't gonna lie, bro. But like I know the financial ramifications that it might have on other products and consumerism and making things more expensive. Yada, yada, yada. That's what y'all niggas get paid money for, though. That's dead what y'all get paid money for. Figure it out. Niggas is like, yo, it would be hard on the economy. What about all these things that could possibly make da-da-da-da-da? Cool. Your job is to figure it out so that it doesn't do that. Like, that's what you guys are getting paid millions and hundreds of thousands inside the government for. Like, you're not getting paid to tell me that it's hard for y'all to do. And you're not getting paid to tell me that it will be a difficult transition or something like that. You're getting paid to make it happen, nigga. Like, you're not there to not make it happen. Low key.
40-hour work week. Having the weekends off,
Sir Motion,
and still having
appreciate
money
the first
left
time
over to
chat,
have a little
Brody.
bit of fun. And on top of that, knowing that in a couple years, you're gonna own the house that you're living in. Compare that to working multiple jobs, barely taking any days off. And on top of all that, renting the place you stay, leasing your car, or if not, getting a really beat down car, which by the way, often
yo,
comes
if you're
with a
new
lot of
here, by the
costly
way, join the
problems.
Discord.
Doing all that and still barely
shoot,
being able to
wrong
get
chat.
by. Do you see the huge difference here? I'm gonna let you try to guess it. There's one huge difference. It's called hope.
Gen Z is the first generation in America that has absolutely no
Join the
purpose or
Discord,
meaning
join
in
the
life.
Discord, join the
This is
Discord
why
if
they
you
have
have it,
terms like
please.
boomers. You know, this is why you ask them, hey, go buy
Join
a
the
house,
family.
get married, have kids. And they say, what's the point?
Thank you, Glitch.
Inflation is going to make it impossible to retire. My house won't be worth anything. I can never afford a house. My education was super overpriced. Every institution's corrupt. Everybody's lying to me. Everything's pre-decided. The globalists are controlling everything. I'm just going to be told how to live. Why should I strive and have any ambition when I've been basically reduced to a category and I've already determined that my category is pre-decided not to be successful? So there's a learned hopelessness inside Gen Z. Ain't all these old baby boomers, millennials, and Gen Zers, they're like, wow, they just don't want to work hard. I mean, well, ask yourself this. If you honestly believe that no matter what you did, you were going to lose the game, would you want to play the game?
Because see, in one situation, yes, you might be working hard, but you're working towards something. You're working knowing that one day, okay, I'm gonna own my house. I'll have something I can fall back on. But all Gen Z kids are working towards is more work. Imagine work being the only thing you have to look forward to. That's legit the type of economy we live in. So it's no wonder Gen Zers are looking for new ways.
I saw an interesting take about that, though, is the fact that since work is so hard and straining and the hours that we have to put in are so many now just in order to survive, is putting a lot more pressure on the workplace, because now workplaces have to become an everything place. What do I mean by that? It basically means that people used to be okay with just going to work and coming back home and having a life afterwards because they could afford to have a life. But now, since people can't afford to have a life, when they go to work, there needs to be a workspace where it could feel cozy for them, where they're like understanding and intentional about the people's emotion. It needs to be a place that aligns with them spiritually, because they don't have time or money to go to church, you know, because they feel like they have to do other things or they're too exhausted. It has to be somewhere that aligns with them in terms of politics, because they don't have time to hang out with their friends and other people who align with their beliefs or the money to meet up in these third-party spaces where they could talk about those things. And all those things are now becoming on the workforce. And that's because so much time is now being spent at work for so little money that when they get off of work, they actually don't have the capabilities to go enjoy their life, which is making the companies forced into a position where they have to do better, or people are leaving and flying out. You feel what I'm saying? Which is real. And that's kind of what they get for, like, not dumb, but that's kind of what you get when you force a whole generation of people into bad jobs, not enough pay, and then telling them, like, after lying and telling them that they're gonna be okay, now you have to be forced to make sure that we're pampered. You feel what I'm saying? And they're still not doing that.
To make money, ways that allow them to be independent and not have to put up with crappy bosses.
Gen Z is not lazy. Gen Z just knows the game. They don't want to work for you, Kmart, for $12 an hour.
Right.
They can just sell some shit on eBay or stock. Like, they got options.
Right.
I know unlimited kids I grew up with, and we're Gen X, that are not more successful than their parents. We make these blanket statements, and people believe them. Generalizations have nothing to do with
we still
you.
live.
But
Welcome,
what does that
bro.
mean? There's plenty of Gen Z kids that are working harder than anybody I've ever seen and are grinders, and there's plenty of Gen Z kids that are lazy. Good news. I know unlimited people in their 70s who are lazy as fuck, as if every boomer worked their fucking ass off.
Yeah.
But like these kids, like, I look at them, they're fucking working their faces off. They're not lazy. They just have options. Gen Z is not lazy.
Right.
Gen Z just knows the game. They don't want to work for you, Kmart, for $12 an hour.
And that's what I was saying. Like, if jobs don't shape up, niggas will just dead leave, suffer for like 2 months until they can find a job, 3 months, whatever, and just hold on to that other job until like that job stop messing up, and then they'll just keep going.
They can just sell some shit on eBay or stock. Like, they got options. You guys have options. If I had the internet and social media when I was 15, fuck college. I would have not graduated middle school. Middle school. On the record, I would have jumped out in 5th grade and be like, peace. My mom would have beat my ass. I would have run away and built a fucking empire.
And honestly, Gen Z doesn't get enough credit for how entrepreneurial we are. Statistically, Gen Zers are starting more businesses than millennials and Gen X did at their age. So are we really lazy, or do we just not want to be exploited by the same system that exploited you? And you know the crazy part is, life expectancy in America is 77 years old. And you know what's been happening on top of this shitty economy? The retirement age has been going up. The current retirement age is 67 years, and there are talks about increasing it. But just imagine working your entire life and having about, what, like 10 years to enjoy the fruits of your labor? I would be sick to my stomach. So for all my fellow Gen Zers, keep being vocal about what you believe in. Don't let yourself become another cog in the machine. Keep working hard even if people from these other generations won't acknowledge you. Don't put up with BS. Take that calculated risk and keep being great. If you made it this far, I appreciate you so much.
W video 8. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe down below. I am so sorry that we have been lied to in Gen Z and that y'all are suffering for it. I'm suffering for it too. I'm not gonna lie. Niggas is broke. But with that being said, I hope you like it. Like, comment, subscribe down below. I might have already said that. 2 reactions a day on this channel, 1 animation weekly on the other channel. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.